Thank you very much, Madam Speaker, for the opportunity to close this debate. Well, this was just so much fun. I'm really glad that I brought this forward, because this is an issue that I have been concerned about for some time. Some of you may remember that I brought forward a bill in 2009 looking to take a piece. It's kind of like the Wildrose, but not as bad, in taking some of the some of the income tax, personal income tax, and setting it aside in a fund that could be redistributed to municipal areas. So I'm still trying. I'm willing to stand up for urban Albertans. I will do that. I am sorry that I have so many colleagues who will not. But that's certainly what we've seen today, and it does really crystallize for me part of the problem that we are having in Alberta. So I've heard a number of people stand up and say, oh, we have so much infrastructure we have to pay for. We really need all of that money. Well, not exactly, actually, because the provincial government is responsible for highways and secondary roads outside of municipalities. So the municipality is paying for 4 or 5 blocks or 10 or 20 blocks worth of roads inside of their municipality, exactly the same way as the City of Edmonton is. But they're not paying for miles and miles and miles of highways or bridges. That's what the province does. That's what that tax money is paying for. So don't tell me that this linear tax is needed for municipalities to pay for this stuff, because it's not true. Now, and everybody needs this tax for what they're going to do. Yeah, well, so do the urban areas. They need it as well, and just as much. Well, we need it for economic development because we're doing so badly in rural Alberta that we just need extra to help us with economic development and to revitalize. Well, you know what, kids? Edmonton and Calgary, Sundre, Whitecourt, Grand Prairie, Peace River, Lethbridge, Medicine Hat, and any number of other towns, villages, and cities would also like to revitalize. Nobody's given them money. No, because we want to keep it in sparsely populated rural MDs and counties so they can have economic development all on their own. Well, we shouldn't rob Peter to pay Paul. Well, folks, guess what? That goes both ways. The populated municipalities have been foregoing this revenue for a considerable period of time so that Peter could take all the money that Paul didn't get. So I don't buy that argument either. Absolutely. So once again, I and the Liberal caucus is willing to stand up for urban Albertas. We will admit that there is a problem, and I have now brought 2 solutions forward to this House, only to hear it come always knocked down by people that are representing large tracts of rural Alberta. Most interesting. What does that tell us? And no one else has another suggestion. Oh, no, I can't do this. Don't touch my stuff. But good idea, just don't do it this way. But no one has another suggestion of what to do. So I invite them to actually come up and do the work with another suggestion. So the member for Stony Plains suggested that the MSI was great and the government had given all the MSI money and that's all everybody needed. Oh, for heaven's sake, give your head a shake. There is exactly the same amount of money for MSI in this budget as there was last budget and the budget before that. There is $900 million in the budget for MSI funding. Please refer to page 174 of the estimates book. And in vote 3.2, Municipal Sustainability Initiative Capital, $871 million. Oh, $871 million. And what they've done that's tricky this year is they added in a grant that has always been given but not coupled with the MSI. So now we've got the basic municipal transportation grant is added in there, and we get a subtotal there of $1.2 billion. But that's not municipal funding, all of it. That's including a grant that's always been somewhere else. So there's been no increase in MSI funding, and there isn't going to be. This government has never managed to come up to what they've been promising all the way along. And before this budget came out, they were promising 1.6. Did they meet that? No. So how exactly are these municipal areas, towns, villages, summer villages, Métis settlements, larger cities, smaller cities, supposed to get this funding out of MSI when there's been absolutely no increase whatsoever? Oh, darn, I was having so much fun!